The more I study personal development, personal growth, and the art of manifesting, the more I have come to realize the power that fear has over each and every one of us. So today I wanted to take a moment to make a video specifically about fear and the law of attraction and explain 3 different kinds of fears that you should be looking out for if you want to keep on manifesting like a badass. So if you're ready to find out what those are, then be sure to keep watching. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I am a life coach and law of attraction teacher, and this is my YouTube channel where I upload twice every week with videos all about the art of creating your best life ever. So if that sounds like fun to you, then I invite you to join me by hitting that subscribe button. So as I mentioned at the top of the video, fear is something that we all have to learn how to face. And the weird thing about fear is that most of the time we don't actually realize what we're up against. Fear is so good at masquerading as all kinds of other things. But when you are really careful enough to get down to the core issue of things, it really usually always comes back to fear, which is exactly why I wanted to make this video today, because I think there are 3 major kinds of fears you need to watch out for on the road to manifesting the life of your dreams. So today I'm going to share with you guys those 3 kinds of fears in the hopes that it will help to illuminate these areas in your journey so that you can get beyond them and start to manifest more successfully. Okay, so fear number 1 is, of course, fear that it might not work out. So anytime we set a goal for ourselves, anytime we go for something new in life, there's always that little voice in the back of your head saying, what if it doesn't work out? And that voice really sucks. I know I have dealt with this. I know that you guys deal with this. I know that everybody deals with this. And I know that that voice can seem really loud and overwhelming. This voice is responsible for so many people giving up on their dreams before they've even had a chance to get started. And that is really a sad thing. So I want you guys to be aware of this, because sometimes this voice tries to disguise itself as logic or being reasonable or being, normal or whatever it is. But really what it's doing is just making you hide. It is making you fear something to the point that you're not going to put your neck out and try to actually do it. So I just want to remind you guys of the importance of dreams. Your dreams, I strongly believe, are sacred to you. They're not optional things. They aren't, things that, are wishy-washy or, inconsequential. Like, following your dreams and following your desires is really part of how you become your fully most embodied self. So if you're ignoring those dreams and you're not going after the things you really want to in life, there's going to come a day sometime down the road where you wake up and you wonder, wow, is this all there is in life? And the reason that day has come is because you've ignored the voice inside you. It's because you've ignored going after those dreams. You haven't put yourself out there. You haven't lived your most embodied life. So you really will face, negativity around not going after those dreams. Eventually, it may not come up right away. It may take a little bit of time for that to happen, but you will feel that discomfort then anyway. So if you're going to feel discomfort if you do, and if you're going to feel discomfort if you don't, then in my opinion, you might as well just go for it, right? Because at least you are getting closer to what you want. You are learning, you are growing, you are expanding, you're finding out more of who you are. And even if your dream doesn't work out exactly the way you wanted it to, at least you'll know in your heart that you tried. And in my way of looking at the world, it will have led you down a path. And that new pathway will have opened up new possibilities. And sometimes that's the whole point why we're led in a certain direction. Sometimes it isn't about the completion of the thing. It's simply about growing in this certain direction and learning something new in that area that you can't even see yet. So if this fear is getting to you, that's my advice for you. I think it's really, really unfortunate when people let that get the best of them. So please don't let it get the best of you, and really watch out for that one on your way to creating the life of your dreams. Fear number 2 to look out for on the path to manifesting the life of your dreams is the fear that you're doing it wrong. So I get, mail sometimes from people that are wanting to know stuff about manifesting. And by the way, I can't answer people's individual questions that way. But I do sometimes read them. And some of the questions I get, people are, you know, they're very, very stuck in this almost superstitious mindset, like, oh, I want this person to like me, and like I need to think positive all the time, and then this other thing happened and I felt bad, and like what's gonna happen? So this fear of not doing things the right way, it can get really overwhelming. And I think this comes back to this old-fashioned way of looking at manifesting, that manifesting is simply about thinking positively. Now, don't get me wrong, thinking positively is super important, and it is actually scientifically proven to improve the quality of your life. So thinking positively really is, in my opinion, part of the manifesting process. However, it is not the entire manifesting process. So what that really means is that if you are experiencing the normal human range of emotions, which we all do, like we never have a perfect life, we never have a perfect week even, there's always going to be something that comes up that throws you a little bit off your path. And that is okay, right? If you start to become afraid that these things are happening to you and getting in your way, you're creating extra stress for yourself. You're creating extra judgment for yourself. You're creating this extra chaos, and that's making you feel worse instead of making you feel better. So don't judge yourself for experiencing these normal things. Don't think that your life has to be perfect 24/7. Don't think that there's like somebody up there tallying everything that you do on a scorecard, and that if you get enough check marks that you're going to get the thing that you want. That is not how manifesting works, you guys. That is not how it works. All of the tips that I'm giving you are all about you learning how to control your mind and learning how to control ultimately your actions and the way you feel. So these are powerful tools that you can keep using over and over and over again. They will not guarantee you having a perfect life that never has a bad day, because that never happens for everybody. So don't feel bad. Don't think you can mess it up. Don't think that there's some rule tallying person watching your every move, and that you're getting farther away like from other things that are happening. It isn't about that. Manifesting isn't about perfection, and thank God, because nothing in this world is about perfection. So don't worry about playing a formula flawlessly. That isn't the way you need to go. So please throw that fear out the window. Stop judging yourself. Let it go. Let your life go, and trust yourself that you've got this. The third, and I think most important fear that you need to face on the road to manifesting anything for yourself, it's a little bit of an unexpected one, you guys, but it is the fear that it will actually work out. So that might sound a little bit crazy. I know some people at home watching this are like, but I really want this thing. Like, why wouldn't I want it to work out? But the truth of the matter is, everything you want in life comes with its own dark side. It comes with a new set of problems. It comes with a new set of fears. It comes with a new set of everything that makes your inside part, your subconscious mind, fearful. So if you don't think ahead of time about what those things might be, then your subconscious mind might do you a very big favor by trying to make you avoid all those new questions, all those new opportunities, all those new potential times to mess up and secretly sabotage your way there. So it is really important for you guys to think about the ways in which, you know, getting the thing you want could change the things in your life right now. This is a huge fear. When I started to dive into this fear about the things that I want in my life, that is when things really started to change for me. Because again, your subconscious brain holds so much. It is so much of our energy. It is so much of our mind power, and we're mostly not even aware of it. But this is where all those weird little fears come from. This is where all those subconscious fears come from. This is where all those programmed things from your childhood come from. And it's really important for you guys to get clear on what those things are so that you can free yourselves of them. It's like if you have a flashlight, if you're looking in a closet and it's dark and you have a flashlight and you look inside, you can see what's there. So that is just you being conscious of what's there, right? If you turn the light on in your own internal closet, things aren't so scary, and you can figure out what's what, and you can rearrange the closet, and you can make it cohesive again. If you're trying to rearrange things in the dark, or you're not even looking in the closet, you're gonna have a very hard time doing that, right? So I just want to wrap this one up with one of my favorite ever quotes from Marianne Williamson. And I know you've heard this a million times before, but it is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And I really think this resonates with so many of us. And I really think this applies so much to your manifesting. Like, it is one thing to say that you want to manifest $1 million, the fancy car, the corner office, whatever. But it is another thing to do the work, to become the millionaire, to become the person with the corner office job, to become, you know, whatever, whoever you need to be, right? Really, truly manifesting requires you to step up and to step into your best self. And that can be so terrifying. We all want to just, you know, snap our fingers and have a fairy godmother appear and just give us something. But that isn't the way it works. That's not the way energy works. That's not the way the world works. You need to start to become this new person. And that can be one of the scariest things on the manifesting path. But if you're serious about what you guys want, if there's something that you really want to go after in your life, make sure you think about this part of the equation, because again, like I said, this one will come up and bite you without you even realizing it, unless you do the inner work to turn the mental lights on and to figure out what's actually happening behind the scenes. So that's it for today's video about 3 kinds of fear and how they might affect your manifesting efforts. So I'm really curious, you guys, which tip did you get the most out of? Which fear resonated the most with you? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts and experiences with this, so drop me a comment below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. I really do appreciate you guys so much. If you got something out of it, please do me a favor, give it a like or pass it along to another like-minded friend. I would really, really love it if you could do that for me. If you want to learn more about me, come on over to the site. I have a free fear busting worksheet for you guys over there. And like I've said throughout this video, fear is really the secret block behind so much of our life. So if you want to get past your fears, I highly suggest you come on over and download the worksheet. So on that note, I'm going to leave it today. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll be back here soon in the next one. And until then, go out there, manifest like crazy. And as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. Namaste.